Anime review. I want to eat your pancreas. You better grab yourself a box of tissues, like right now. So, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is a real teardropper. From the artwork to the deep conversations that the characters experience, each element of this anime is just so freaking beautiful, and it teaches you about the times that you cherish in your life. The two main protagonists in this anime are Sakura and we'll just call him Steve. The anime doesn't want to show the main character's name just because it wants to hide and make the people wonder, like, why do I know what to call him, you know? It also shows a meaning of you being like the actual character. It's almost relatable. So, quote unquote, Steve is a loner that spends most of his times typically at the library, just, by himself. He isn't the most popular kid and tends to be alone, while Sakura is the exact opposite, and this cheerful, energetic, stupidly weird girl just loves to experience things with friends and make just good memories. She's basically your stereotypical girl who just gets along with everyone, so to speak. One day, Steve goes to the hospital to get a checkup, and he happens to stumble upon a book that was on a chair. He picks it up and reads a small section of it. Inside the book, we realize it's actually a diary stating that the main person is going to die soon because she has pancreatic cancer and only has a few years to live, which is really sad. It's like, it just opens up to you, But in the diary, we found out that in those few years, she wants to try to live her life out to her fullest and not try to waste any time. The diary owner is none other than Sakura. No, wrong Sakura, not the one from fucking Naruto. And guess what? She happens to find Steve reading it out in the open, which is really awkward because they just stare at each other and like, yeah. Anyway, Sakura asked Steve if he felt bad and was wondering if she would get the classic sympathy, but instead of Steve just shrugs it off and says whatever. He says that it's her life and she should live however she wants to without any constraints to it. She's basically asking him to be free and not be pulled down by chains. Sakura finds that hilarious because it's not the typical answer of, oh damn, I feel so bad for you that you have to go through that. So because of that response, she wants to hang out with this weird, unusual fellow that she kind of knows is from her school because they have the same uniform. The beginning storyline isn't such a bad concept. It makes the readers and watchers feel as if they were actually there experiencing it. However, usually in anime, you don't want to talk about the deep and personal stuff, but this contradicts it and it brings out the emotions that the people experience, And some of the scenes are slow, but trust me, if you pull through, it will all be worth it for the ending message. I don't want to go too far in depth because there are major spoilers ahead, but if you want me to go over the whole entire anime movie, then leave it in the comments below. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Emotions. The title really captivates you. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas for a title. What is this shit? Cannibalism? But once you get behind the real meaning and tone of the movie, it starts to make sense and it's almost a heartwarming way, And the protagonist chemistry really goes well with each other in trying to show their different sides of the stories. You're taking two polar opposites, almost like the yin and yangs, and they bind together magically. Along the way, they show their struggles, their difficulties, and their experiences. This anime will get you in the feels, whether it's the happy ones or the sad parts towards the ends. One of the scenes at the ending really got to me and just straight shot me in the gut. I was not surprised to actually see it happen. Obviously, I'm not going to show it because that's a spoiler and you guys don't want to see that. But just keep in mind that there will be actions, there will be scenes that are weird and kinda unordinary, but if you just watch through and see how the story progresses, then you see it's gonna be worth it. Soundtracks. The cutscene soundtracks is the same quality as Swan Lake or some magical opera, you know? It is absolutely mesmerizing. Like, damn, I did not know piano music can make me act that way, you know? Make me feel something. And I've also been listening to the ending music, which I can't stop putting on repeat. The feels, I tell you, the feels from the song. The music design team that they hired is absolutely, like, it's just straight fucking amazing, dude. I'm sorry for cursing, but I can't stress how good it is. Like, it's absolutely so fucking good. They put it in the right place, like when there's a sad scene, when there's a cheerful scene. Like, they know how to like angle and maneuver the person's like emotions. Like, holy shit, this is even worse than like a freaking high school relationship. God damn. It is such a heartwarming movie with the soundtrack. It just... Move on to the next one. Artwork. This style of anime, like art style, I haven't seen often. It takes a modern look and inputs like highlights and shadows on the character in a really good way. Like, it's not the typical, you know, big-eyed anime hoes, you know, with their fucking... with shininess all over their eyes, you know? It's not that. It has kind of a solemn tone to it in a way, and the cutscenes are really good with just showing quote-unquote anime nature, where there's like cutscenes of trees and grounds and stuff. I don't know how to really describe it or say it, but you won't be disappointed with just the artwork and like the art style of it. It's fairly new considering it's from 2018 and the book was from 2014, I think, but I think there's even a manga. But the art style is really good. I actually love like the scenes and the actions that they do. It's so like sometimes the character makes like weird head movements, but it kind of feels realistic in a way, you know? Overview. Give this anime a try. I am sure you will not regret it. You will find some ways to relate to it and see the character development between personalities, as well as like how it interchanges their lives. It teaches you so much on appreciating what time you have in this world and to care for others. The music and the artwork are just so good. It makes you want to rewatch it again solely for that purpose. I would give this 9 tissue boxes out of 10 tissue boxes because that's how much I used up. Now you excuse me, I have to buy more tissues. I'd like to say thank you for watching the video up to the end. This is my first one that I'm making on the channel, but there will be many more reviews in the near future. And comment below any comment below any suggestions for like animes, or like if you want to critique my videos. I'll be sure to read most of them and respond back. Anyway, happy watching.